If you're over 60, a simple shower practice could quietly double your risk of having a stroke overnight, with no warning, symptoms, or discomfort. You enter the bathroom feeling fine, eager to wash away the day, but by morning, your speech is slurred, your balance is lost, or one side of your body simply refuses to move. As a brain doctor, I've seen it far too frequently. Older folks, who appeared healthy on the outside, were unexpectedly struck down by strokes they did not expect. And it wasn't due to smoking, fast food, or a lack of exercise. No, it was due to the way they showered. Yes, it's your daily shower. Something so simple, so everyday, can quietly set off a chain reaction in your brain and blood vessels. Today, I'm going to guide you through 5 frequent shower practices that may appear harmless, even soothing, but could increase your risk of stroke, memory loss, or brain bleeding, particularly if you're over 60. Some of these would astonish you because seniors are never warned about them, so stick with me until the end. What you're going to learn could not only save your health, but your life. Before we get started, if you haven't already subscribed, I recommend clicking the button and turning on the ring so you never miss any health advice tailored specifically to you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with the number 1. If not, please type 0 and let me know how I can improve my content for you. Dangerous shower habit number 1 is taking really hot showers at night. There's something soothing about stepping into a warm shower before bed. The warmth relieves hurting muscles and tight joints, and for many older individuals, it feels like the ideal way to unwind after a hard day. However, as a brain doctor, I must caution you that what appears to be reassuring on the outside can quickly become a silent danger on the inside. For anyone over the age of 60, a hot evening shower may be setting the stage for a stroke as they sleep. Here is why. When hot water touches your skin, your blood vessels rapidly dilate, expanding like rubber bands stretched too far. This fast dilatation lowers your blood pressure, sometimes considerably. A younger person with strong, flexible arteries can generally withstand the rapid adjustment. However, in older persons whose veins are stiffer and whose hearts and brains rely on constant pressure, a rapid drop can deprive the brain of oxygen. It is not simply dizziness or lightheadedness. It can cause misfiring in the heart. It can cause blood clots when circulation slows. Yes, it can lay the groundwork for a stroke in the middle of the night. I'll never forget one of my patients, Mr. Reynolds, a 74-year-old retired mail carrier. He had a ritual. Every evening about 10 p.m., he would take a lengthy hot shower before retiring to bed. It was the one time of day he felt genuinely relaxed. One night, after getting out of the shower, he told his wife that he felt abnormally weak, but dismissed it as nothing. By dawn, she discovered that he was unable to move his right side. His speech blurred, and his eyes were perplexed. At the hospital, scans revealed that he had suffered an ischemic stroke. His blood pressure had dropped so low overnight that circulation in his brain stalled, allowing a clot to develop and lodge in a vulnerable artery. What he thought was a harmless comfort had secretly betrayed him. This is the hazard that no one warns senior citizens about. At 70, your body does not respond the same way it did when you were 30. The hot water that relaxes your muscles destabilizes your circulation. The longer you spend underwater, the greater the risk to your brain. If you take blood pressure medicine, the effect is doubled. Your vessels enlarge, your blood pressure drops further, and the brain becomes vulnerable. So, when you get into that hot shower tonight, realize that what feels relaxing may be secretly starving your brain. And if you think hot water is the only hidden risk in your bathroom, wait until you learn about the dangers of showering shortly after supper or taking medication. I've seen far too many elders make this mistake. And the consequences may be as severe. If you're still watching and finding these ideas useful, please leave the first remark below to let me know you agree. Now let us move on to the second point. Dangerous second shower habit. Showering right after a large lunch or medication. For many older folks, it feels natural to finish supper or take evening prescriptions before heading straight to the shower. After all, it appears to be a habit that saves time and allows you to relax before bedtime. However, most seniors are unaware that this timing might create one of the most risky situations for a stroke. When you eat a large meal, your body redirects blood flow away from your brain and toward your stomach to begin digestion. If you take a shower immediately after, warm water draws even more blood to the surface of your skin, leaving your brain with less than it requires. What was the result? A sharp reduction in circulation that your aged vessels cannot easily recover from. When the circulation slows, blood clots form. It happens without warning. It makes no attempt to proclaim itself. One moment you're rinsing, the next your brain is depleted of oxygen. I once treated Mrs. Thompson, a 76-year-old retired teacher who enjoyed her routines. Every night after supper, she would take her blood pressure medication and then go straight to the bathroom for a hot shower. She thought that was the ideal approach to prepare for sleep. One evening, shortly after finishing her shower, she became lightheaded, her eyesight blurred, and slumped on the bathroom floor. Her daughter discovered her while she was trying to speak and had a limp right arm. At the hospital, scans confirmed my fears. She experienced a stroke. Her blood pressure had dropped as the combination of food, medication, and shower heat diverted circulation away from her brain. In that vulnerable time, a clot developed, impeding blood flow where it was most needed. This is what I hope older adults realize. Your brain can't take these abrupt changes anymore. At 60, 70, or 80, the heart beats slower, the arteries are less flexible, and drugs already affect your blood pressure and circulation. Taking a shower right after a meal or medication is like ripping the rug out from under your brain. It causes strokes, produces blood clots, and can render you incapacitated in seconds. So, I recommend you to wait at least an hour after eating or taking medication before getting into the shower. Allow your body time to stabilize, process, and regain balance. Your brain relies on it, and if you believe the danger ends there, you'll be surprised by what I'm about to reveal next. Even something as easy as standing too long in a hot, steamy shower might deplete your brain's oxygen supply and lay the stage for a fatal stroke. The third dangerous shower habit is to stand in a hot shower for too long without ventilation. Many senior individuals find solace in the restroom. You close the door, turn on the hot water, and allow the vapor to engulf you. It feels intimate and relaxing, almost like rehabilitation for fatigued muscles and sore joints. However, most seniors are unaware that this seemingly innocent practice can quietly become one of the most harmful times of the day. A hot, steamy shower in a locked bathroom does more than simply fog up the mirror. It depletes oxygen in your brain, strains your blood vessels, and can generate the conditions that cause strokes. This is what happens within your body. When steam fills the air, the oxygen level in the small room decreases, especially if there is no fan or open window. At the same time, the hot water dilates your blood vessels, causing them to widen while lowering your blood pressure. Combine low oxygen with unstable blood pressure in an aged brain with stiff, brittle vessels. Blood moves slower, it thickens. Clots can grow in the silent minutes spent beneath water. You can't see or feel it, but your brain is immediately struggling for circulation. When a clot stops an artery, the consequences can be disastrous. I recall a patient of mine, Mr. Wallace, a 79-year-old retired mechanic who took delight in staying clean every night. He lived alone, and his favorite activity was taking a lengthy hot shower in a sealed bathroom before bedtime. He claimed it made him feel younger, allowing the steam to relax his sore back and knees. But one evening, after nearly 20 minutes underwater, he emerged dizzy. Minutes later, he slumped in the hallway. By the time neighbors discovered him, his speech was garbled and his right side immobilized. In the hospital, we realized he had had a massive ischemic stroke. The combination of heat, steam, and a lack of oxygen had quietly thickened his blood, delayed his circulation, and caused a clot to form, cutting off oxygen to his brain. What appeared to be a tranquil routine nearly killed him. This is the hidden truth. After the age of 60, your body can no longer tolerate prolonged exposure to an oxygen-deficient, hot environment. The heart works harder, the brain strains under the pressure, and every minute you spend standing there raises your risk. It causes strokes, blood clots, and once damage has been done to the brain, recovery is never guaranteed. Please keep your showers short, your bathroom aired, and never lock yourself in a steamy room believing it's safe. Because the risk is real and grows silently until it hits. And if you think standing in steam for too long is dangerous, wait till you see what happens when elders are shocked with cold water first thing in the morning. The consequences could be considerably more dangerous than you think. If you are still watching and finding these insights useful, please leave a comment below to let me know you are here. Let us now go on to the fourth point. The fourth dangerous shower habit is to take abrupt cold showers first thing in the morning. You've probably heard about the benefits of cold showers somewhere in America. Television doctors, health magazines, and even younger fitness gurus swear by the concept of shocking your body awake with ice water first thing in the morning. For a 25-year-old athlete, that may work, but for someone over 60 with aged arteries, a weakened heart, and blood vessels that have lost suppleness, that morning shock can be fatal. Here is why. When ice water touches your skin, your blood vessels immediately constrict. This is your body's natural defense against colds, but the effect is sudden and strong. Arteries narrow abruptly, blood pressure rises like a wave, and your heart is forced to work against strong resistance. If those vessels are already stiffened from years of hypertension or cholesterol, the sudden spike can cause microscopic tears inside the arterial walls, and when that happens, your body's first reaction is to form clots, small ones at first, then larger ones until one slips free and lodges in the brain. It causes strokes, blood clots, and can take your independence in seconds. I'll never forget one of my patients, Mr. Jennings, a 68-year-old retired firefighter. He had always been powerful and proud of his ruggedness. After seeing a health piece on television, he decided to take cold showers every morning to keep his heart sharp. He claimed it made him feel alert for the first week, but one morning, just minutes after taking his shower, his wife discovered him unconscious on the bedroom floor. His face drooped to one side, his speech was slurred, and his right arm hung uselessly by his side. At the hospital, scans confirmed that he had had a stroke. His blood pressure had risen so high during the cold shock that a clot developed and traveled directly to his brain. The habit he thought would keep him strong almost killed him. This is a common mistake among seniors. They adopt routines suited for younger bodies. At 70, your arteries are unable to withstand the intense stress of a rapid cold plummet. What energizes a youthful person can rupture a vulnerable vessel in an elderly person. And once a clot forms in the brain, recovery is unpredictable. Sometimes speech never fully recovers. Sometimes the balance is gone forever. Sometimes memory fades in pieces. If you want to feel rejuvenated, avoid startling your body with cold water. Begin with lukewarm water. Ease into lower temps gradually to spare your brain from excessive stress. because what appears to be a sudden rush of enthusiasm might instead be the cause of disaster. And if you think cold showers are bad, wait until you see what happens when seniors shower too late at night, when the body is most vulnerable and the brain is least protected. Dangerous shower habit. Number 5. Taking a late-night shower before sleeping. For many older individuals, taking a nocturnal shower feels like a final act of serenity. The day is over, the house is peaceful, and slipping into warm water feels like the ideal way to unwind before heading to bed. It's relaxing, reassuring, and appears innocuous. But, as a brain specialist, I must warn you that a late-night shower might quietly build the ideal conditions for a stroke as you sleep. Here's what actually happens within your body. When you shower late at night, especially with warm water, you raise your body's core temperature at the same time that your system is naturally cooling down in preparation for sleep. The unexpected heat dilates your blood vessels, drawing blood to your skin and away from critical circulation. Furthermore, even warm showers cause fluid loss through sweat and evaporation. For a younger person, this isn't a major issue. However, for someone over 60 whose blood arteries are rigid, whose kidneys filter more slowly, and who is already taking blood pressure or diuretic drugs, this can result in a deadly combination of dehydration and low evening blood pressure. That is where the risk lies. When the body gets dehydrated, the blood becomes thicker. Blood thickens and slows down. When circulation slows in frail, constricted arteries, clots form. It causes strokes, blood clots, and does so discreetly while you sleep. By the time you wake up in the morning, the damage may have already been done. I'll never forget Mrs. Carter, a 79-year-old grandma from Ohio. She had been self-sufficient, busy, and sharp-minded. Every night about 11 p.m., she would take a hot shower to relax her muscles before going to bed. It was her nightly comfort. But one morning her daughter called to check on her and noticed her speech was slurred. When she got at the residence, Mrs. Carter was sitting on the couch, bewildered and unable to move her right hand. At the hospital, imaging revealed a stroke. Her blood pressure had dropped dangerously low overnight, and her blood tests showed signs of dehydration and thickened blood. The shower she thought would help her sleep had quietly set the stage for tragedy. This is exactly what I need you to realize. The aged brain cannot handle variations in circulation as well as it once could. At night, your blood pressure naturally drops, your circulation slows, and your brain becomes more vulnerable. Adding a hot, late shower simply exacerbates the risks. What appears to be innocuous leisure may actually be the moment your independence is taken away. If you enjoy showering, take them earlier in the evening to allow your body to regulate, and always drink water afterward. Protect your brain before going to bed, because strokes occur most frequently at night. And if these 5 shower habits surprised you, just wait until you hear the ultimate verdict. Not all showers are unsafe, but only if you know how to use them properly. In the final portion, I'll teach you the healthy practices that will safeguard your brain, strengthen your heart, and keep you standing tall. After going over these 5 shower habits, you may be shocked, perhaps shaken. For decades, you thought a shower was nothing more than a daily ritual, something safe, ordinary, and familiar. However, as we age, nothing in our bodies remains the same. What previously soothed you at 40 may now betray you at 70. The truth is straightforward, yet sobering. Aging alters everything. Your heart does not pump as hard as it once did. Your vessels are stiffer, less forgiving, and more fragile. Your kidneys filter more slowly. Your liver processes medications less efficiently, and your brain, your most sensitive organ, relies on a constant balance of oxygen, hydration, and circulation. Even something as simple as taking a shower might disrupt that equilibrium if it occurs at the incorrect time, temperature, or under the improper conditions. That's why so many of the strokes I've treated were caused by regular practices that my patients were never warned about. A hot shower before bed, a cold shock in the morning, steam trapped in a small bathroom, all of these can be the subtle trigger that tilt the scale inside your brain. But there's hope. Knowledge is power. You can protect yourself from these hidden threats by simply modifying how, when, and how long you shower. Keep your showers brief. Avoid high temperatures. Never shower just after eating or taking medication. Drink plenty of water before and after. And, most importantly, never ignore your body's signals. Dizziness, abrupt weakness, and impaired vision are not normal aging symptoms. Rather, they are warning indications. I've seen personally how quickly life can change when a clot lodges in the wrong vessel. Independence is lost in a single night. Speech is lost in a single moment. But I've also seen how small improvements, such as awareness, timing, and balance, can keep seniors bright, stable, and safe for years. So the next time you walk into the shower, remember that you are not delicate, but you are unique. Respect your body and your brain and give them the attention they deserve, because your health, memory, and independence are far more valuable than a moment of comfort. Protect them wisely. Your future depends on it. These lectures are intended to encourage you to live fully and truly. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a time to ponder and share one lesson you've learned that you want to utilize in your own life. Let us help each other on this path to accept these facts. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with a rating of 1. If not, feel free to leave a remark with 0. We greatly appreciate your feedback. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to enjoying life on your terms.